Hi and Assalamualaikum. I am Anis Aina binti Muhammad Haswadi and my partner Amirul Hakim bin Januddin. We would like to present about our article review. Our topic is sustainable tourism development and competitiveness analyzed for future growth strategies. I'm going to start with literature metric. In this example, the metric compares a scholarly article by Shermikian et al. 2017 that explores how sustainable tourism development, competitiveness, and sustainable consumption are connected. The researchers use a systematic literature review to examine these factors and how they can be analyzed to create future growth strategies for tourism destinations. This slide highlights the complex relationship between sustainable tourism development, competitiveness, and environmental and social considerations. On the left side of the metric, we see different theories about sustainable tourism. The first theory states that sustainable tourism development focuses on environmental, economic, and social aims. The second theory says that sustainable consumption practices should be integrated into tourism. The third theory acknowledges the impact that tourism has on the local environment, communities, and job opportunities. On the right side of the metric, we see the results of studies that support these theories. For instance, one study found that sustainable tourism development contributes to a reduction in carbon dioxide emissions. Another study showed that tourists are increasingly seeking out sustainable services. Finally, a different study documented the impact that tourism can have on local communities. In conclusion, achieving sustainable tourism development requires careful consideration of environmental and social factors, while also aiming to make the tourism industry competitive. For the introduction, according to Smagorowski 2009, there are two key categories of financial support: state to business and business to business, not trying to analyze what business gives to the state in such a case. Following to this figure, it can be seen that both the state and business take part in the distribution of the financial support. It is significant to distinguish and comprehend that the state role remains an important one, as without the support provided by the state, the realization of ideas and establishment of SMEs would not be possible in some cases. Meanwhile, it should be reasoned that without business, that is one of the most significant moments of the economic added value, there would be no state. The more businesses ideas are being implemented, the greater economic growth of the country is being observed. For the main issue, the realization of ideas and establishments of SMEs would not be possible in some cases. Meanwhile, it should be reasoned that without business, that is one of the most significant moments of the economic added value, there would be no state. The more business ideas are being implemented, the greater economic growth of the country is being observed. Considering financial support to business, it can be imagined that a business person having invested into the industry of tourism business and provided, because it has established a new hotel, supplies additional work, for example, to a local laundry. For example, it can be emphasized that every newly established business creates quite a great added value to another enterprise, supplying another service or product. Therefore, the financial support to business can be acknowledged.
Hi, my name is Amirul Hakim and I will explain about analysis of the issue. The first one is summarize the main points. Sustainable tourism addresses environmental issue and promotes responsible consumption practices. Sustainable tourism development aims to enhance the competitiveness in the tourism sector. The second one is evaluate the strength. Strength evaluation involves analyzing competitiveness and sustainability in tourism sector. Third one is identify the weaknesses. Lack of focus on corporate social responsibility and governance models. Relatively low selection of the sustainable tourism service by consumer. And next is impact and implication. Environmental sustainability, economic growth, social inclusion. And the last one is argument. The systematic literature review by Shremikian et al. 2021 presents a compelling argument for the integration of sustainable practices into the development and competitiveness of the tourism industry. The author argued that sustainable tourism is not only an ethical imperative but also a strategic necessity for the industry's long-term viability and success. Okay, next is critique and suggestion. The first one is scope and depth. The critique is the review covers a wide range of topics but may lack depth in certain areas such as detailed case studies or economic models supporting sustainability. For the suggestion is future research could focus on in-depth case studies of destinations that have successfully integrated sustainability into their tourism development strategies. And the last one is methodology. The critique is the selection criteria for the literature included in the review may not fully represent the diversity of research in the field. The suggestion is the authors could provide a more detailed explanation of their literature selection process and consider including a broader range of sources, including grey literature and practitioner insight.